Halloween is known for its spooky stories. You know how they go. Once upon a time, it was a dark and stormy night.
And those are stories, but here we have legends that live on. WFMY News 2's Manning Franks went to UNC Greensboro, where one of those legends is alive and well in the auditorium.
From the Devil's Tramping Ground to Lydia's Bridge, North Carolina is home to many legends, ghosts, and haunted tales like these. One of them inhabits our own backyard in the rafters of UNCG.
There were always strange noises, from creaking floors.
Dimmers that were labeled Jane's dimmer that had their minds of their own.
Every time we complained, they said it was faulty wiring. We said it was Jane.
Jane Aycock, originally known as the Gray Lady, has inhabited the UNCG auditorium long before the first brick was laid.
If you look at the orientation of the streets here, the auditorium takes up this space.
UNCG's Special Collections Archive houses the only known photograph from 1920.
The story that we have about the woman who lived there was that she ran a boarding house. At some point she became despondent, chose to take her own life, and even when the house was demolished, there was bad feelings sensed around that space.
Those bad feelings? An ethereal presence that doesn't want to leave.
So we had to go down to the basement where we kept all the props and spare scenery to look for a stair unit.
Former student Jeff Neubauer recalls his ghostly encounter over 20 years ago.
The cold breeze kind of caught on, and I felt this hand on my shoulder, thinking it was somebody coming to help or checking in on me, and sure enough, there was no one there.
The Gray Lady was never shy about revealing herself to faculty or students. In fact, her presence was seen by alumni Keith Martin in a different light.
I always think of growing up watching Casper the Friendly Ghost. I personally think Jane was a friendly ghost. She gave us someone to talk to, an imaginary friend with whom you could laugh and argue, vent your frustrations if the technical elements of a performance weren't going well, etc.
Nowadays, though, be she malevolent or benign, the legend of the Gray Lady lacks the same potency.
I was talking to some of my peers that are older than me, and they said that they have heard of it, so I was like, wow, how come I'm not in the loop?
The Gray Lady may not be gone. Instead, like most stories, merely waiting to be spoken about in hushed tones in the theater's rafters.
I don't know that Jane won't make her a reemergence. All it takes is for her to decide to reach out to a new student and start the tradition again.
So next time you go to the UNCG auditorium, keep an eye out for the flickering lights or listen to the creaking floors. It could be Jane trying to reach out. For this Halloween, I'm Manning Franks, WFMY News 2.